Hello folks, it's Bill Swift from Swift Canoe and Kayak, and we're on a beautiful summer day here. Absolutely gorgeous out, 0 Celsius, about 32 Fahrenheit. And we have our good friends, Jerry Smanda, longtime Algonquin Outfitter employee, and he and I have done lots of bench shaft paddling trips together. And Brandon Arnold, our sales manager. And we're gonna have some fun today with these two beautiful prototypes, and we're gonna start with this Wabakimi 18, a brand new cruising tripping boat that's been designed by David Yost for efficiency, ideal for trips like the Minas Link where people try to do it, very long trips in a good time. And Huntsville's an appropriate place for us to start right now, as this is on the Minas Link. And Jerry, what do you think? Could we make it all the way to Tim or Big Bob today?
I'm stoked. We can do this.
We got to go up the Big East in the winter.
We could follow the snowmobile trails.
Make it a little easier. Well, we want a disclaimer. We do not encourage anyone to go paddling in the winter unless they're highly skilled and have really good equipment on, have dry suits, have safety equipment with them. We have a combination of wetsuits and wool on. We all have throw bags with us, and we are highly skilled, but we do not encourage people to paddle when this is cold out. This is when we like going snowshoeing and backcountry skiing. So let's have some fun though. We've got the equipment. Jer, what do you think?
I'm good to go. Let's get out there.
Let's do it. Time for us to go have some fun. We're taking our good friend Charlie Wilson with us today. What a great experience, guys. The Wabakimi 18 is a dream to paddle. So this David Yost design comes from the Keewaydin family. We stretched the 16 out a little bit, and we put what DY calls an S to the back gunnels, where it's pulled in to make your paddle entry easier. And then in the back, it's widened out some, so it gives us the ability to put the stern seat in different locations based upon a paddler's needs. Smaller people can go back more, weigh the boat down, bigger people up forward. We will in the future have a stern sliding seat option. The production model of this is going to be available with the wood seats and also our Contour carbon seats. Now, the front of the boat, it's got 2 inches of rocker, which is considerably more than most race boats on the market. Very good for tripping in places in Algonquin where you're doing a combination of river and lake travel. Very rounded chines, lots of flare. And with the 2 inches of rocker in the front, you could see us paddling out there. We could really pull the bow around the corners. In Algonquin and places like the Tim River, Otterslide Creek, it's going to be really fun to paddle. Now this particular boat right here, Matt in our factory is putting the tooling gel on the outside, a couple of the base layers. This boat weighs about 80 pounds right now. It's really heavy with all the gel on it. So it's sitting a little bit lower in the water than our lightweight carbon 30-pounders are gonna be. So this boat is so much fun to paddle, and I'm gonna have Jerry come in now and we're gonna talk about it a bit. Jerry, you and I have done a whole bunch of trips and bench shaft paddles. If only we could have had this boat back then.
What a difference it would have made.
So talk about it from the stern paddler's perspective. What are your thoughts about this?
I was surprised. It was a pleasure to paddle. Not surprised it was a pleasure, but it was a pleasure to paddle. It turned like a 16-footer, and it had the stability of a 17-foot aluminum. When you first get in, it looks fast. It is fast, but it feels so stable. When you and I called the first switch, you put your paddle in the water and I slowly leaned. I just kept going, and it didn't have a tipping point. It really steady all the way in, all the way back on the turn. So it was amazing.
How about the tracking of it?
Tracked perfectly. Surprisingly, with 2 inches of rocker, it didn't swish back and forth like some canoes do. It tracked beautifully, and it carves the back end, which you can really feel, carves around behind the front. Front swings, back carves behind, like a ice skate it felt like. It was gorgeous, just gorgeous.
So DY told me he put a little V to the back end, and there's only 1 inch of rocker in the back, and he really wanted a boat that was good in lake country, out in the big lakes that could throw the water off to the side. But when you got in the windy, twisty creeks, you could really carve and do nice turns in tight spots.
I think the feeling of a 16-footer and an 18-foot length, the ability to turn, what did you call that? The S?
Yeah, the S gunnel.
S gunnel, I didn't touch once, so it's very comfortable for someone to paddle without bumping their hands. Yep, it's a dream.
Now with our carbon Kevlar trim on it, folks, it's going to make it about ½ an inch higher and have a little bit of outer lip on it, which will deflect the splash and spray off to the side a little bit. So from my perspective in the front of the boat, there's so much room for a bigger person to paddle in here. I had so much space and so much comfort, and having a sliding seat in a boat like this is to me is going to be a must, along with some type of either the kayak foot braces or the carbon foot bar. And when we really gave it some stick, I really felt it really went.
It picked up really well.
And lots of capacity. Now folks, this isn't where the seats and thwarts and so on are gonna be in the production model, but this is just for us trying the prototype. But this boat is gonna be so much fun to paddle, so I think it's a winner.
I'm excited to get it out on a trip.
So let's make a pact, Jerry. You and I are going to do a tandem trip this year in this boat, in a Wabakimi.
Sure. North Cuckoo, first night.
Leaving from Opeongo. All right, folks. The Wabakimi 18. Thumbs up, Jerry? Thumbs up.
Best boat yet.